Is altcoin season canceled in 2025? What's up? It's Dalal. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know the hype around alt season, and maybe are also wondering why it hasn't started, or if it's canceled, and will it even happen this cycle? Well, I was in here cleaning up and I thought this would make for a great video. So I set up my camera to talk about how I think this will play out. First off, for those of you who aren't familiar, alt season is when liquidity starts flowing more into altcoins than Bitcoin. Basically, Bitcoin loses some of its market dominance and altcoins start to surge. And when altcoins run, they really run. That's why for some of you who have experienced alt season before, you can really speak to what that was like. Now, if that's you, drop a comment below. Also, let me know if you like this style of video. You give it a like and please sub. I'm still trying to reach my first 100 subscribers. Remember, as always, nothing you hear in this video is financial advice, so do your own research before putting your hard-earned money anywhere. Right now, I'm in my garage, so the video or the quality and the sound may not be that great, but behind me, you'll see my wife's workout area, some weights and a treadmill, if you can see that over there. I'll show you once it's all in. Personally, I prefer to go to the gym, but this setup is what she enjoys. Next, my car is a 7 Series BMW I got about 2 years ago. I recently had to take it into the shop because there was a bubble in the front right tire. It has Pirelli run flat tires, so they're expensive to change, but it does have this beautiful amber gray that I really like. There's really not much else going on in here, but let's head back inside and dive into whether altcoin season is actually canceled or not. So clearly alt season hasn't started yet. So let's see why that is and what we can expect to happen next. Let's start by looking at Bitcoin's dominance chart. Here I've circled in red the last 2 times that Bitcoin dominance was down. We see that it happened in 2017 and again in 2021. Whenever this happens, we see alts start to run because as Bitcoin loses dominance, we see liquidity start to flow into alts. So when Bitcoin dominance falls, it means Bitcoin is losing a bigger share of the total crypto market. This usually happens when altcoins like Ethereum and Solana are rising faster in value. As Bitcoin's dominance drops, more investors start putting their money into altcoins, which leads to a surge in their prices. This is what we call altcoin season, a time when altcoins perform really well, often outperforming Bitcoin. Now, I have this other chart breakdown that I think will help put things into perspective. This table shows the different relationship between Bitcoin dominance and its price and the impact that it has on altcoin prices. We see when BTC is rising in dominance, regardless of the price, that the altcoin prices either decrease or rise less than Bitcoin, drop more than Bitcoin, or are falling. We then see that when Bitcoin dominance is dropping, which is what we are looking for alt season to begin, regardless if the price of Bitcoin is rising, dropping, or staying the same, then altcoins will rise more than Bitcoin, remain stable or drop less than Bitcoin, or simply just rise. If we look at the historical quarterly returns of ETH, we can see some incredible growth in certain periods. For example, in the first quarter of 2017, Ethereum saw a massive increase of 518%. That means if someone had invested at the beginning of the year, their investment would have multiplied more than 5 times in just 3 months. 4 years later, we see another altcoin season in 2021. Ethereum had another strong Q1, rising by 160%, showing how powerful the markets can be during these bullish cycles. Now, as we step into 2025, where we can expect a similar pattern, Q1, things look very different. Instead of seeing the big gains from the previous years, Ethereum is currently down 22% in the first quarter. This shows us that the market is in a weaker state compared to the past bull runs. While historical trends show that Ethereum has had strong performances in the past, this year's decline indicates that the market's sentiment might be different and investors may be getting worried. So what gives? Why haven't we seen altcoin season yet? Well, to see why this may be happening, we should look at its macro level. You may have heard of the Feds trying to reduce their balance sheet, or quantitative tightening, which is a policy that central banks use to fight inflation. When this is happening, it takes money out of the economy, making it harder to invest. So this hurts crypto because people move their money into safer options. So we're waiting for this to end and for quantitative easing to take place where the Feds put more money into the economy, making it easier to invest. This helps crypto because it makes people take more risk, driving up prices and starting the altcoin season. Alt season also starts around times of increased liquidity. I did a quick research, and although timeline varies, I think we can see it around mid or late this year. Here's another chart for you because I know everyone loves both charts. It's the BTC ETH dominance metric chart, which is essentially an oscillator that tracks the macro outperformance trends between Bitcoin and Ethereum, the top two crypto assets. This chart works by considering only the market cap of Bitcoin, but it compares it to the combined market cap of both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Essentially, it gives us a clear picture of how Bitcoin and Ethereum are performing relative to each other in the terms of market dominance. What you're seeing here in this black wave represents the dominance of both BTC and ETH over time, both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, the green and the pink lines are key here. The green line marks the point where Bitcoin dominance is at its peak, and the pink line marks the point where Ethereum dominance is at its peak, indicating a time when Ethereum is pulling ahead in market cap compared to Bitcoin. If you pay close attention, you notice that the chart shows a pretty clear trend that mirrors what happened in both 2017 and 2021. These are the two big periods where we saw major shifts in dominance between these two assets. Now, if we look at the orange and the blue lines, these represent the market cap of Bitcoin and Ethereum during these specific periods. The lines show us how close the market cap of both Bitcoin and Ethereum were during these times. You'll see that during the peak of each asset's dominance, that these lines converge or move close together, showing how their market caps are closely linked to the dominance trends that we're looking at. This chart really helps us visualize how Bitcoin and Ethereum's market caps fluctuate in relation to each other, and then gives us more of a comprehensive understanding and a bigger picture of the crypto dominance. It shows us just how interconnected their movements are over time, and how shifts in one can have a big impact in the other. This is valuable when you're trying to predict movements in the altcoin market and understanding when one of these assets might outperform the other. So, do I think we will have altcoin season this year? I think it's possible that we see an altcoin season late this year or even going into 2026. I think an altcoin season could definitely happen in 2025, but it's tough to say exactly when. There's a few key things that can cause it, which we covered already. Ethereum has some upgrades coming, and I think that if those go well, we can see more people use Ethereum on related projects. But I say all that to say that I do believe altcoin season is going to happen. It's just late because of everything we touched on. But when it does happen, it will be glorious. I think we see some parabolic action for certain coins. I could see a Solana pushing 500. We could see Cardano rise to $4, maybe even Sui hitting 20. Hedera, HBAR, we might find itself reaching $1. I wouldn't be surprised if ICP, Internet Computer, climbs to about $50, or Chainlink shooting up to 100. Maybe Near, NEAR protocol, that could hit about 40. And Render, which is RNDR, might climb between 70 and 80. Again, this is all my speculation. Do your own research. XRP, on the other hand, is one that I'm particularly watching. I know a lot of you guys are as well. $8 could just be the beginning, but honestly, XRP has the potential to go completely parabolic. And I'm holding a significant bag just in case it decides to moon, because you really never know with XRP. Right now, I think the best thing that we can do is look for opportunities and keep investing in coins and projects that we believe in. Once we've done that, it's time to just sit back and let the market unfold, and patience is key. It's really tough to say when altcoin season will officially kick off, but I do think we'll see it in the second half of 2025. That's when Bitcoin dominance is likely to decline, quantitative tightening should be over, and Ethereum could gain a lot of momentum and newer projects and sectors could start taking off. Remember, nothing in this video is financial advice, and please do your own research before putting your hard-earned money anywhere. I'm really curious about what coins you guys are watching. Drop a comment below and let me know. If you're still watching right now, super thanks to you. Don't leave me hanging. Please like the video and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.